Was Everyday Spy the first business idea we had, and was it always a success?
No. I think, so it wasn't the first business idea we had. I do think that it's been, I mean, in my eyes, it's been a success because it has grown steadily through your efforts, right? Through our efforts. So in my mind, that's a success because it continues to grow, and that's really exciting. But it was definitely not the first idea. The first few ideas, we had a business where we sold the emesis bags, the Trust Emma.
Yep.
So for anybody who doesn't know, emesis bags are the bags the hospitals give you to throw up into. They're very nice.
Our bag design was superior,
yes,
but it was still just a barf bag.
Yeah, it was a purple barf bag. It was very nice.
I think we put $7,000 into that business. I think we were $7,000 into that business before.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we ever broke even. I think we made we made maybe $700 back.
Yeah, that was
a net loss.
But that built a lot of online selling experience, and we had a couple of booths at some events, and then that made me realize how difficult having your own booth is selling something. And I thought it just gave me so much respect for vendors who have booths at events.
I started a bounce house business.
Yeah, that was my favorite one. Not at all.
That totally didn't work. Oh
no,
my gosh.
it didn't.
I think, the good news was we didn't get too deep into that financially.
Well, that's because I think that was the only one that I put the kibosh on.
Fast.
That was very fast. You brought it home, we tried it once, and I told you there's no way we're working every weekend with parents.
And
we're parents ourselves, but
risk.
High insurance risk, but I don't want to work with parents in that capacity.
Yeah.
On my weekends.
On their special days.
On their special days, yeah. If stuff goes wrong, no. No thanks.
And then we finally got into a consultancy.
Yeah.
We opened a consultancy.
Yeah, and that went well.
And our consultancy worked, and we learned very quickly the value of sharing information. People have their own relationship with information, which we knew from our time at CIA, but we had never seen it in a business context.
Yeah.
So the exact same presentation to 3 different people is interpreted 3 different ways. And then the 3 different ways, they all apply it to their situation in their own way as well. And then there's an ownership fact, like an ownership level where they take ownership over their own actions. And then there's an ongoing relationship because they value your information and you feel valued by them. It's the exact opposite of a bounce house.
Yeah.
Where like you're a service provider, they don't value you, and if you screw anything up, like you're an idiot, and if everything goes well for their party, then you're just one more thing that went well.
Yeah.
It's a completely different kind of beast.
Yeah. And Everyday Spy was born because you were trying these other businesses, and I was like, people are interested in you. Like, why don't you just do something where you answer people's questions or give them information that that I hear people asking you for. And you started a lecture series, an 8-part lecture series, put it together almost on the fly, just with ideas that you had already had, and it was really successful. And
it was not for profit either.
Yeah,
that first lecture series was all it was all not for profit for a local art studio, and that's how it took off.
Yeah,
and then I think from the time that Everyday Spy started, it's been largely successful, like you said.
Yeah.
We've had, and it's not been because of us, it's been because of all the failures before that. we learned a lot. And then when the right people discovered our little lecture series, we all of a sudden had a network, and we had kind of a brain trust that we could turn to for ideas and for guidance and for mentorship. Yeah,
I agree. I think that having a group of people where you can bounce ideas off of people who is so valuable, that you can, lean on their experience for advice. It's so valuable.
And I think that's what I've come to really appreciate about this time with you too. You've always been the person that I bounce my ideas off of. Yeah. You've always been the person that I go to with my crazy, harsh commentary, and you take the edge off it.
Yeah.
And then you tell me that you wouldn't survive, you wouldn't save me if I was terminally ill.
Yeah, it's case by case basis. I need more facts here.
If you like this short clip, make sure you click here to see the next clip, or here to see the full podcast episode.
Freedom! So fresh, so new. Freedom!